My name is Danica Nikezic, and I'm here at Healing Hands Therapy Center, LLC, with Joal Derse Dauer,
Yes.
and her dog Sadie. Could you tell me a little bit about Sadie?
Well, Sadie is a dog that was found in the mountains of Kentucky. She just had a litter of puppies, and they shot her right between the eyes, and they shot her in the back. And then she was just left to die in the mountains of Kentucky, saying, "We're thinking that some strangers found her." And they came upon her, and through a series of events, they took her to the vet. And I know that because when I saw her, her back was all shaved because they were looking for a point of entry where the bullet had hit. And what happened was that, again, through another series of events, she was transported to West Chicago. Starfish Animal Rescue had her there. And again, through another series of events, and a lot of these are unknown, she was transported to a no-kill shelter in Kenosha. And I was just there only to donate blankets on that one day when I saw Sadie.
And what did you do after you noticed her?
Well, what happened was that I saw her and I didn't need another dog. I have dogs and cats and everything at home. So I just took a peek at her and I said, "Oh, she's so cute, what's her story?" And they told me, and I was just, it just broke my heart. So I said, "Could I take her to the doctor?" And they said, "Sure, if you pay for it." So I picked Sadie up and put her in the car, and off we went to the vet. Because I didn't know what was going to happen to Sadie. I didn't know what a mess she was. I really wanted an opinion about how badly injured she was.
And so what did the vet that you took her to say regarding her condition?
Well, the first vet said just get her a cart, and he did do radiographs, and they did confirm the bullet right between her eyes and the bullet and shrapnel in her back. So then I called another vet, and that vet said, "Look, she's fecally incontinent, urinary incontinent, and can't walk. What do you think? We can take care of that right now for you," meaning that they could put Sadie down right then and there.
After that, what did you see as possibilities for her treatment?
Well, I really didn't know. All right, so what I did is I took Sadie home for the night, and I had to put her in the garage because every time you picked her up, everything flew out of her. So the next day I took her to my holistic vet, Dr. Jody in Muskego, and Dr. Jody said, "Let's give her a chance." And that's when Sadie's story really began. She started on a very intense pattern of essential oil baths every day. I mean, it got absolutely so intense that I would drop her off at 9 in the morning, go to work, pick her up at 5 at night, and they would work on Sadie with massage and acupuncture, acupressure, other things for her during that whole time as time permitted in their schedule.
How many years has it been since Sadie has been with you and in the care of all of her providers?
She's been with me for 4 years, and I have to tell you, it's just been incredible. I could have never written her story the way it really turned out. It turned out so much better than I could have ever imagined.
What drove you to write Sadie's children's book, Sadie's story, and get the word out?
When Sadie and I would go to events and we would see people in wheelchairs, it was just amazing because these would be children that couldn't even talk, and they were older children, and they'd be in wheelchairs, and as soon as the caregiver or the mother would take the child's hand and put it on Sadie as to stroke Sadie, what would happen was that there would be sounds coming out of that child. We knew that we were touching that child in a very deep sense. And that made such a strong connection. And that's why I decided to write the book about us saving Sadie and about Sadie and the Superstars. Because with Sadie and the Superstars, it's all about having everyone think about what you can do and not what you can't do, just like Sadie does. Like maybe if you're in a wheelchair, you can't run, but you can still play basketball, things like that. Sadie doesn't walk like a normal dog because of the bullet and shrapnel still in her back, so her legs are compromised. But Sadie can do high tens over her head, so thinking about that.
Were you ever expecting Sadie to have such a wide impact on our community?
Never. All I did was take a dog, in my mind, from a shelter and want to fix her so that she could have a happy, healthy life. And it turned out to be just so much more. Sadie is a part of Generations Against Bullying, and we go around with them also, and we talk about how to be an upstander instead of a bystander, and how I was an upstander for Sadie, and how you can't just turn your back on bullying, you have to hit it just straight on. And that's what Sadie's message is to the world.
How do you think massage that it's benefited Sadie?
The energy work and the massage that we're getting here at Healing Hands is absolutely amazing. I saw a difference in her that very day. And it's just, she just loved everything that was going on here. And we will just plan on continuing to come here as long as we can possibly do it.
Before we end, I'm wondering if you have anything else that you would like to add.
I just want to thank everyone out there who's been around for Sadie's journey, because she is just happy, lively, everything you could possibly imagine. And Sadie's life story is coming out next fall, 2017. It's called Saving Sadie, How a Dog That No One Wanted Inspired the World. And that is very inspirational about Sadie's complete journey through her life since I got her.